Well, we're back and second recording for the day for the lovely scheduling out my week. And we've got what is the Endeavour, which is on the workshop, funny enough, if you really wanted to look at it, but it's basically a flying saucer from a certain genre of sci-fi universe, and it's ugly as all hell, it's slow as all hell, and it's heavy armour. But it's quite interesting in some places. It's a bit like heck. Right, right. So yeah, it's quite funny in places, it's quite interesting, so... That's not a door. I don't remember how you get in this thing. I think I might have to do a little bit of cheaty weety. Got the police spectator camera. Oh, I'm already inside. So yeah, you got a car container, you've got the most awful lighting system in the world, and I found out that I might have left this thing stocked up with ships, and to find a certain level of ships that are, let's just say these are some outdated models. This is a 7.5 model, one like the bloody 15, 16 now. So we have the good old Pelican here, which is in its more or less pre-refined model. What is that doing there? Uh, yeah, very much the unrefined. The amount I managed to squeeze in this ship compared to this later versions compared to this is funny as all hell. Saying in this, it's like, ugh. But yeah, we have an older Pelican. We'll just have to chuck this over here. I won't attempt to move the good old Endeavour because that thing does not move, and that apparently has absolute worst turning. Like I said, there are some outdated models that don't behave like they used to. I believe this is probably an even earlier inspired Pelican design, which I think I just referred to as a blade because I used to use the wing mods on them, and this apparently is a space dropship. This must have been a retrofit to a vanilla version of said hull, which has some very bizarre characteristics and is absolutely maneuverable apparently. And that's drifted off. But it has apparently good thrust ratio compared to the Pelican, so you can't complain too much. It's got a good flat landing gear back, no tail, and yeah, very bizarre craft. I mean, let's just have a quick peek inside. How bad have I internally managed this? Well, apparently there's a massive chunk of armour here. On the trash scouts and reactors, not too bad. Could be worse, could be better. They're not even plugged in. Yeah, I think this is pre-wiring days. Oh boy. At least the large ship's been wired in. Let's have a quick nosy. What do we have here? We have something that doesn't look like stairs and shouldn't act like stairs. And it's a control room, I believe. Which I believe is used to be pressurized, so I do excuse the fact I'm not taking any care at all. Is this another Pelican? It appears so. Let's check, is it the same model? It's the same model, we don't care about that, we delete that. Rightio. We've got to this section now, hangar, which has, or we sort of have the launch ready to go hangar. Then we have sort of a lifted area. This is probably pressurized as well. This leads us to here. I believe that is a maintenance hatch. We have the inside of the engine area. The blue circle bit, which apparently has tons of space and no space at all for anything useful. Clearly, there's a reason why this was accessed by a maintenance hatch, so no one with eyes has to see it. I prefer if it actually leads straight into it again. It doesn't! You have a stairwell and I believe a lift that I blocked off and then have to climb up again to... which is very funny. Because then you have to use a lift to then get up to top deck, which is from here to here, yes. Then you have some side stairs up to that level, and then we have the rovers, so I believe, if not mistaken, these are the Mars Survival Rover from a different survival series, a lot older. No, sorry, a lot younger than the one previous to this. Which I think actually is the only complete survival series I made. Technically, and oh god, they drive like hell. Is it wheels? Switch space. Oh. We don't need that anymore, do we? It'd be fine. Built to perfection. Yeah, so that leads down to there, not mistaken. So yeah, more survival rovers. We have some of the fighters. I mean, this is from the Green Station. I think Combatant Mark 1 I stole. We have some of the original Trident fighters, which were for the Trident carrier. Which I originally found this fighter in the first or second real playthrough of Space Engineers I did. I was on a random server, I built a crap station, and I found a slightly damaged, or I say slightly damaged, I think half damaged ship, and it was this. And I claimed it as my own, and I learned how to blueprint. And yeah, so it was just floating in space, and I found it, and I was like, yes, I'm taking that. So if you see this video and these are your fighters, I apologise. I've legit stole them and had upgraded them. Like, well, let's say once. The third model of this was just a very much stripped down flying missile, and apparently I've chucked him everywhere. Interesting. Then we have what I believe is the sort of the weird rebel thing I did. I don't know. I named it rebel. I don't know. I'm not going to names. I made it a stupid very early on. It's a very early days faction, and this is a repainted to blue Moonhopper sort of, well, moon stash, but it flew in the moon. Yeah, these early day things were just like, yeah, it works. But it's basically the fighter that used to probably have the wings mod on, compared to a moon flying variant, which still looks kind of cool, honestly. It potentially could be looked at to as a potential fighter craft. It could be modernized. I mean, I've hit it with a missile of a gallon, it looks perfectly fine. I'm becoming now, god damn it. Right. And let's have a look, see. What else is interesting in here? What the My Fighter V1. Oh boy, this is a very much odd thing, I don't know. Is it even my... Let's have a look at blueprints. No, it's I found it. Sage thrusters. Oh boy. Does anyone have guns? It has guns. What in God's name is this monstrosity? It's got a flying bathtub. Good to fall over bathtubs. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Maneuverability is a bit. The gyroscopes are absolutely nuts. Bizarrely, I think it's built by a maniac, and it doesn't have enough downward thrusters. I've I've hit something doing this at least. Yeah, let's leave that where it belongs, as something that's old and shouldn't be looked back fondly. And last but not least, I believe these are weird Henry knockoffs I made. My Henry, whatever, my version of Henry with a but with a larger body, I think. What do we have? We have what is a very flat ship. Ah crap! Because like I said, this is old Space News talk. Yeah, bloody hell. We're at the deck. Don't crash. Which actually is probably a better fighter than that fighter, which I'm currently blowing up. Wow. Phew. Wow. Phew. Flying sounds. And I do believe this is yet again another vehicle that probably isn't internally sound. Ladies and gentlemen, look where you're flying, because that's a gyroscope. Ah, she'll buff out. Thankfully, I don't think this world's been auto-saving, so I might be able to just leave without saving and it will go back to how I left it. Or I spawned it in. Is that it? Is that everything I have hiding in here? I think it is. Well, you take your stairway up. You go in here, you realise it's not sealed. You have a wonder. I've just walked up the side of it. You go into here and go, oh look, more vents, stairs, going up to a wall. And then you go, oh look, it's the bridge. Which has got like 3 layers of glass, if not, yeah, 2 layers of glass. And yeah, again, it's built by an absolute maniac trying to see out of it. This is my full throttle ahead. This small craft is an actual obstacle. I mean, at least the gyroscopes are better than the thrusters. It's still stuck on. Have we made a full loop yet? I don't know. What in God's name is the camera doing? What blew up? Potentially a rover. I forgot about them. Yeah, they're fine. We'll have a look at them later. We'll just close the hangar doors. Don't need to see anything back there because there is nothing to see. Shall we just try and ram these into the... We can try and ram them into them. I say try. I say this thing is heavy as all hell. There goes... Henry, I think his tail came off. I just got that. He landed in the Let's have a quick look at that. So, did we damage this much? Not particularly. Is this currently blowing up? Not really. No. What's blowing up in here? Oh, I forgot about this. There's a thruster deck here, so that probably melts stuff. There's a rover. He's lost the solar panel. There's a rover. Absolutely chilling. This one just balling. Just balling. All right. He's not doing so well. Where's the other rover? There was three of them, weren't there? Um, and there's no landing gear on them either, so that's what's happened in here. You apparently weren't stuck down either. The rest were. So landing gear superior. And all that. Yeah, that's mostly got it, I would say. Somehow. Oh, okay, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, me being kooky, looking at old crap. Like, subscribe if you want to see more crap. I don't know. Bloody paint gets me. Yeah, this looks like a good paint job. Right, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll stop being stupid. See you next one. Cheerio. Goodbye.